Right, welcome back to Dice Legacy. So we're playing as the Corrupted King, and the corruption is really starting to spread now throughout our population. If it gets too much, what we'll probably want to do is just roll some of these dice out of rotation. I've set some production off here, and we're going to need this to... We need them to get fed. And we need, and let me just remind myself where we are heading in terms of our direction here. So we do have a brewery, I believe. Yes, we've got a brewery there. We are clear cutting this for a herbalist hut, so I think it makes sense to... Oh, I have to unpause it. There we go. Put them there. And then... Let's see, we probably want a tavern soon. So we can probably fit a tavern. Let's just see what radius we've got here. Could probably fit a tavern over here. And we will probably as well want an apothecary soon. So we'll put an apothecary in next. We'll need some herbs in order to be able to do that, which means a meadow. We have some meadows coming up, but we are going to have to expand. So, and we are probably at the point where we do want to start expanding and scouting. We've of course got a an encampment here, so we'll have to. We can't build it next to it, so we'll have to build here for our next district. And we can employ our 2 builders there. We'll reroll. I think we might be getting to the point where a soldier would probably be a good idea. So we'll lock that. We'll use some of the people there. We'll reroll this. I'm not having a great deal of luck here. No, We're not going to be able to, and they are going to... Ooh, demolish. Unfortunately, we're not going to get this soldier finished in time. Twat. Yeah, we need a soldier now. Okay. Let's get them fed. We need food for that though. And of course, now we've rolled the swords. Lovely. We will need builders. We will need some soldiers. Let's see what else can we do here. Yep, there, and that there. And our active policies as well, just to remind everyone, and myself honestly. So we can use, we can't freeze in peasant districts, houses can be used by any dice, all newly obtained dice have 1 extra power on gathering, and workshops require less studying in order to be able to gain the perks. Well, our perk points, so well, our knowledge as it calls it here. So, we're in the middle of summer. Corruption spreads. Well, there we go. Let's see. Gathering. You know, we could put them in the mill. We have one of those, right? We have a brewery. We do not have a mill. So that's probably something that I want to get working on fairly soon. Okay. And we do have some opportunities there. These attacks are getting very frequent. We are going to need that military putting up. Yes, we'll need a mill. We'll pop it. Suppose we'll put it here. There. Perfect. We are going to have to get some food though very quickly because some of our better dice here are starting to run out of charges. We'll use these and we'll roll. In fact, we can get a few early technologies in as well. Right. That'll get us started for now. And we'll start just getting rid of the dice that have got corruption on bad faces. Like, this one's got it on gathering, for example. So I'm not fussed if they go. They've got it on fighting, that's not bad. We want production here. Gathering there. And we need to get that fire sorted. We will need new dice. Right. This will not make the peasants happy. Ooh, God, look at that bar just drop. 3, 2, 1. There we go. We do need some builders. And I'm going to re-roll in the hopes that I get a soldier, which I have not. And we're going to create a soldier now because it's getting a bit out of hand. These will just set something on fire. which we can immediately put out. Peasants, we want to... will work. What do we need? We could use some more stone, really, I think. That's a pretty good peasant dice, that's so we'll get them. Seen to there. And there we go, we've got a soldier. And I think getting another one would probably be advisable too. Are there any buildings that I'm currently wanting? Well, we've got some builders around. I think first thing I want to do is likely just go and get some knowledge and get into the tower perks, because a few towers further ahead are just building districts out, and getting some towers along a border can just essentially put an end to the majority of the attacks. And then we want to focus on a military. But most of the buildings we do now have built for the most part. We just need our apothecary and our herbalist hut. So what we can probably do here is, if we just wait for this to finish. 3, 2, 1, there we go, that's been cut. We'll put our herbalist hut here. We'll roll that. Right. And we are starting to get as well. We want to keep our food up here. There's our sword. Ooh. But there's an issue. These are thieves. We're gonna lose a peasant. Yes, that's not great. Let's get some more peasants brought into the world. We're gonna need the workforce, really. We've almost entirely surrounded this generator. Right. So we've now got a use for scouts, which is good. Right. So we can, let's see, we'll gather some more food. And I think we are starting to get in need of additional wood. Right. 24 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've got some dice. Building, and not really useful at the moment, that. So we'll roll it. And we've got a council meeting. Doubles the food produced in all buildings inside of peasant districts. Defeated attackers can give you iron. Every building that allows the dice to be converted into a different class requires 1 less resource. Salting is really good, and the peasants were angry, so it makes sense to go with them on this. Actually, what goes up? Right. Easily stopped. Want to lock those in, and we'll. So you can still use the corrupted faces in houses, which is good to know. We'll lock those in case of attacks. We are approaching. Yep, we're approaching winter. At the start of winter, there's a small freezing risk now. Just to eliminate all risk, we'll start up this generator. Everything we need is in the regions of this generator, so we should be fine throughout winter. And yes, we'll need to really focus on getting some people fed here as well. Okay, so I don't think there's much we can build at the moment that we would be finding overly useful. We can send our production over here as just like a production sink essentially for us. I'm not fussed about losing this dice or this one, but what we can do is send these to the house. We'll lock in that corruption. The double production, not got a great deal of use for it, but I'm going to hold a festival for peasantry here, and we'll use the gatherer on. We'll use them on the stone mine, I think. Right. Put some more fuel in here. Then we wait. Right. We'll re-roll. We do now have a use for scouts, but the herbalist hut is outside of the region of the steam generator. I could have put it here, but I put it there because again I intend on eventually when we get some bonuses for for citizen districts to have one here, but I don't know, maybe if I get some spare wood I could possibly put another here in the meantime. We'll see. Right. Gathering then, we can put you here, and these will re-roll. We are going to lose a dice. We can spend the production here, get another festival ready. If we go to tech, where is it now? Where the is it civic? Bellows, yeah, it's on level 2 though. We'll leave that for now. And we'll just ride this out. Let's get a few of the dice back in. Right, so we'll re-roll. There we go. We're seeing the corruption setting in now. Once again. We do need more wood. We are going through our supply quite quickly here. And yeah, just getting these stone mines used while we're in winter. And I think it might also be a good idea to... I mean, we'll wait to see if we roll one more corruption. I'm actually beginning to wonder if it's actually possible to roll. If there is some corruption on these dice, so I'm going to have to take this back and hope we roll a corruption on it. It's a good question. Let me just see what we've got on these dice. We've got one on this. That does have one. 1 in 6 chance. Ah. Right. No corruption there. 1 corruption on that one. 2, 1. There. 1 in 6. Ah. One in 6. Yes. Increases the resource gathered in all locations in peasant districts by 1. Soldier dice are always immune to freezing. Ooh. That is rare and good. This is really good. Fur padding is big. Like the wax seal may mean that they're rare, but that doesn't always mean that they're better than the other choices. This might be a common one, but this is actually goddamn glorious, this thing. When you get some really good soldiers, not having them freeze is incredibly important. And in addition to that, you can't guarantee that the enemy forces are going to go somewhere where you can fight them, which will make you immune to freezing. They're not always going to go to your steam generators. So this guarantees that you won't freeze. But resources gathered in peasant districts is huge. So these are both big. I'll go with this because it's rarer. So we're more likely to see that other one again. That said, now we have to unlock these because we have to roll it afresh. We can't just unlock one of them to my knowledge and just be fine then. So we probably want to make this a peasant district. And I've mentioned I was going to do it, but I am actually going to do it now. We'll make this into a citizen district. And that will be most of our gold. We'll employ them. It will be a while before we can use a 2 production, but I guess we'll just use it on something. Even though we could use it on a field usually, but it's fine. And we'll let that kind of just roll along. Right, let's do that. Okay, we've got some knowledge. So, well, we've got some studying there. We can get that done. No real need for production, but we can put them with the scout here. Oh, and it's important to keep this going. Nearly forgot then. That's why we've ended up with 1 freezing. Right. Can't really use them either. Not in any useful way, at least. We'll wait for these to be done. And we'll throw them in. There we go. Right, we need that apothecary setting up as well, don't we now? I think now is probably a good time to do that. We need 2 herbs. We might just have to send a scout out. But chances of freezing is down. It's near the end of winter, so even if they do freeze, they'll not be frozen long. We've got 2 corruption rolled. Wow, 2 swords there. Right, just kind of waiting this out. We'll just speed it up a little bit while it goes. Get that gatherer over there. And we've had some freezing. Okay. So, we'll just send this, what face have they got? It's on the sword. That's not bad, actually. We'll send them to the herbalist hut. Get some herbs. We can set the apothecary up. We will hold on to this double gatherer this time, because we can soon we can use them in the fields, and we'll also start getting some more wood, but we'll not do it inside this peasant district because we can again use these resources next winter. We'll kill these. And we'll roll. Right, lovely. Some good gathering rolls there. We should have something to build soon in the alchemy hut, so we'll wait, and we should be able to do that any second. Mind you, we will need another scout, so I tell you what, we'll roll them in the hopes that... Is this one worth keeping? Yeah, they've got a corruption spread on them. Not that button. I'm trying to click on them there. Okay. We have a substantial lack of corruption on our dice, I'm finding. I think we've lost a few and replaced them with new ones rather than getting them fed, which probably won't prioritise feeding in future. Pleased soldiers also prevent all negative effects of any angry classes. Wow. Military dictatorship. And the others are terrible or kind of insignificant. So I'm gonna go with that. So if we get to the point where the soldiers are happy, everyone else is basically content as a minimum. We just need that extra herb at the moment. lock those in. Ooh, and it's on the building one. That's a good roll, that. We can get a couple more herbs. We can get some production in. Well, let's use that production on some herbs just to make sure we are actually getting a good chunk of them. Soldier to the rescue there. Right, are these nearly done? It's not really going to be useful, that roll. There we go. And we can lock them in. Three, two, one. There we go. And apothecary is... Wow, they did not get any herbs at all. Right, we should get some here. Lovely stuff. Got 3 there. We can put the apothecary here. And that should build. We do need a sword there. This peasant cannot roll corruption. Right. Got some more gathering. There we go. Oh, I've sent a... Oh, no, he wasn't wounded. He was fine, but he's been wounded. Right. I'll lock them in. And we'll get some gathering done out here. Right. We're doing quite well. We probably want to step things up a bit soon. We'll build our next district up ahead. Ooh, soldier got wounded. How are we doing? We could use more iron, I think, more than anything now. We can use that there. We've got a bit of production lying around, so we can put him on there. Lock that in. Reroll. That will get him healed up. And we can... Yep, got them. More production. Get them over there. I think really we could use some of the corruption spreading to some of the other die. Some of the peasants, preferably. There we are. The start of every season, 2 wood for every forest inside peasant districts. Every building that allows a die to be converted into a different class requires 1 less resource. 2 stone or iron for every mine inside peasant districts. We'll go with education. Wow, yeah, now we're getting somewhere with it. Jesus Christ, yeah. We may want another cookhouse as well. Did we end up getting greenhouses at one point? No, we have not. Let's hope it shows up at some point, because it's a good one, that one. We'll get this set of peasants healed, get that done, and we'll roll. 2 corruption. We've got a bunch of gathering. Let's go get iron. Get some trees lopped down. And we can build a few things. Lovely. Right. They should all finish gathering soon. Good stuff. We'll roll. Got more corruption. Oh god, even more corruption. Yikes. And it's on the soldier on his sword face. That's not good. Okay. So we're gonna have to save some of the other swords to make up for that. We've got another scout. And 1 and scout. And roll. Right, we've got some production. Not production, some gathering. We do have some production as well, though, there. And another sword. Though that's on a wounded one, so we don't really want to be sending him into battle. Right. Let's get him gathering. I think we'll get some herbs because we are going to want to keep our soldiers and peasants and things fighting fit. Speaking of which, we've got that new district put up now, so we want to get a scout up there. Right, let's get that rolled. There we go. And we'll just speed that up. Right, there we go. And we are very close to the end area. Ooh. Right, we're going to need to get some good rolls here. Enhancement chamber also heals wounds and sickness. We'll go with that. And we have our sword there. The one, yep, got wounded. Right, apothecary. Wounded die. Let's sort them out, please. Though I think that's going to be it for an episode. We're closing on a 40-minute marker there. Oh, yeah, this is going to start becoming an issue. They're starting to require more, and we need. I think we're going to have to get a second soldier pretty quickly. And since this has got a corruption on one of the swords, we might want to get two. I'd be tempted to get two very fast. Anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching. We'll continue this soon enough, and I'll see you in the next episode. Right, goodbye.